Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for August 9th, 2026. We've got some campaign features. Merchant ship has treasurified and include From the Throne. I think From the Throne is the same one we had last week. Yeah. First action you play each turn is played twice. The Auto Citadel. We've also got a 5/2. And we've also got no trashing. We do have thinning. Let me actually pull this up. Yeah, so we've got displace that we can use to thin, but we don't have any actual trashing, which makes Jeweled Egg rather uninspiring. Yeah, displace is the only thinning. And it's not amazing. There is Crossroads, which both means that we can displace into Crossroads and also into states that then we can use for draw with Crossroads, but it's still not great. However, there is Bridge Troll, so then we can potentially displace choppers into 3s or 4s or 5s or whatever with that, so that helps. Okay. We've got so that's thinning. For plus actions, we've got Crossroads and Diplomat. So both of those are... Oh, and then the From the Throne effect. But both of those are a little bit awkward. Crossroads will only give you actions once. Diplomat is only going to give you actions if you have a small hand size, which could happen from the reaction with Cutthroat and Bridge Troll. You can also reduce hand size with Displace, and then to a lesser extent, playing Bridge Troll. So maybe activating Diplomat won't be too difficult. Does seem pretty relevant. If you, a notable thing with the From the Throne thing is plays it twice. You play Crossroads twice, you're only going to get +3 action the first time. So that from that perspective, that's not going to help. Diplomat's going to be a similar thing where you play a Diplomat twice, and the second time it almost certainly isn't going to activate the plus actions effect. So getting extra plus actions out of From the Throne is going to be probably more so from playing Poet or Wishing Well or something. Anyway, for draw, we've got Poet, Crossroads, Sheepdog, Wishing Well, and Diplomat. There's a lot of draw cards, but not necessarily a ton of draw volume. Crossroads can be a lot of draw. Although the conditions under which it is are kind of, means you have a lot of green cards in your deck, and this is a board with a hand size attack, so... The Sheepdog can be a good amount of draw because you can chain them together. That doesn't play super well with the Diplomat thing. It does play well with Displace, which will gain something, and then you can trigger all the Sheepdogs. With Bridge Troll, we can potentially... I guess Poet can become just straightforwardly a lab in a lot of cases. You get 2 Bridge Trolls in play, and until you start provincing, everything you want to draw, Poet is going to draw. So that's... Well, I guess it maybe not if you're doing Displace into gold, then you would to displace into province, then you would need 3, but it's a Bridge Troll board. You're probably not doing that anyway. So yeah, Poet, like, Poet could be pretty good draw. Anyway, finally we got gains from Bridge Troll, Jeweled Egg, but I doubt we're going to do anything with that. Displace, and then Cutthroat can get loots. I don't know if you want loot on this board when you've got Bridge Troll is the thing. Like, maybe they are something you can displace directly into Province. But you got to gain like another treasure to trigger the Cutthroat. That's not too appealing. All right, well, we got a 5-2 with From the Throne. On the one hand, if we open Displace, we can, you know, quickly get some starting cards out of our deck. We hit that. On the other hand, doubled Bridge Troll is quite good. And we really would prefer to be displacing when we have a Bridge Troll in play. I mean, if we displace estates, it doesn't matter so much. Obviously, like, displacing estate to, you know, Poet or Diplomat or whatever is, like, that's good. But we're not likely to get to displace multiple estates into anything, because we're not likely to see displace and multiple estates. So I think I prefer starting with the Bridge Troll and then getting the displace a little bit later. And then on 2, I think Crossroads is is a no-brainer. All right, 4 should probably be a Poet. Harsh Winter is going to make things weird, but regardless, Poet does look quite strong here. So we have to, yeah, I was a little worried about this scenario. We double play the Crossroads, we only get to single play the Bridge Troll. We might draw a second estate here and then trigger a shuffle. We only saw 1 estate last turn. We double play the Bridge Troll. We can't afford another 5. It's pretty unfortunate. If we don't draw the other estate first, then we also can't afford a 5 because we'll have 1 Bridge Troll play and 3 coppers. So it's probably better to just double play the Bridge Troll regardless. And then, like, that's going to be better for next turn. And would we rather have more stuff or better stuff, essentially? Like Poet or double Wishing Well? Double Wishing Well obviously has, like, more draw potential. Poet is more guaranteed draw. Double Wishing Well gives us a higher chance of seeing something that we get to Throne. Yeah, I think I'll go Double Wishing Well. We could take another Crossroads. 3-second Crossroads. How do we feel about that? I think I will take a... Okay. We do one other displace, or want a displace, but I think I'm going to take another bridge troll first. Bridge troll. Again, it could be poet or it could be double wishing well. I think again, like double wishing well. Just has some appeal. All right. We could turn a Harsh Winter on immediately. That's probably to our benefit here. And we should be very likely for Poet to double hit. It's going to turn over the shuffle, and there's going to be the 2 bridge trolls, but... Alright, do we play the Crossroads first? It probably doesn't matter too much. Like, we will get more information by playing the Crossroads first. There's a possibility that we draw another estate. The Wishing Well isn't like that much more likely to hit if we do get that additional information. The odds of us getting the other estate are not very high, so it's all kind of like, it doesn't matter too much. I think, I mean, we have 4 coppers, 2 bridge trolls, 2 wishing wells, an estate, and a crossroads. Right now, if we just wish for copper, like that's, we have a pretty good, well, So we know we don't have, because we know we don't have a state on top. I think now I play the crossroads. This is like bridge troll, copper, estate, crossroads, wishing well. All right, and wishing well then. Ah. I think we want to get another bridge troll specifically because it's dead on it. And then I guess that means we're getting another wishing well. Like I would have liked a poet instead, but what can you do? Crossroads Estate is pretty no oppie here. But is it? We know we don't have an estate on top. Should be a copper. I think the wishing wells are gonna be better. Because the state draws 1 card, and then it draws 1 more card. Wishing well, the first wishing well draws at least that much. You want merchant ship? Oh, to get your loot? Sure. Okay, now there's debt on the loot pile. Alright. Hopper. Nope. Okay. Oh, mistake! Mistake! Oh no! I should have played the bridge troll first. I was thinking it didn't matter, but of course it does. Alright, at this point, I think I named Wishing Well to try to keep the turn going. Hey! We've only got one more Wishing Well down there. So what do we even have that can keep the turn going? That Wishing Well. Crossroads. We have 2 crossroads. How valuable is it for us to see another copper? Well, we do have another Wishing Well in hand that we're going to play, so I guess I should name copper. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. What in the world? That was ridiculous. I can't even afford, like, a 5. That was what I was, you know, planning to get. Okay, well, take a poet. And I guess I'll take a sheepdog. And then stop there. I guess I could take one more crossroads. I don't know if that's a good idea. Uh... I don't think it is. Okay. This is going to be like all copper. We played 1 copper. Yeah. Triggering this shuffle is not great. I don't think it makes sense to. It would be nice to get another coin going, but I just don't think it makes sense to displace finally. Oh, it's gotta be better than Diplomat. That's it, I suppose. Well, no, that's not right. All right, another poet. Eventually, I'm gonna get to add payload to the deck again. Okay. Kick off with Poet. We've got 2 Bridge Trolls in play, so yeah, it's guaranteed draw. We do copper into Diplomat. Or we could wait until we can get a 5 out of it. Assuming we can. Last turn we had 2 Bridge Trolls and 3 coppers. So we have 2 coppers down here, we have 2 estates, and a bunch of other stuff. A bunch of Wishing Wells. I guess I'll play a Wishing Well. Nope. I'll name Wishing Well at this point. Nope. Okay, but we did get to see the bridge troll. So do we want another displace or another bridge troll? You kind of want another displace. Okay. Three, four. So we have one Wishing Well left. We have a Crossroads left. Poet. Crossroads, Poet. Copper. Wishing Well. Crossroads. Copper. Two, three, four. 4, 5. The bot has 1. What else is left on here? It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coppers. Ugh! Game just asserted. Okay, hopefully that doesn't stay broken. So, yeah, we should have 1 copper left down here. We should have... Do we have another poet? Copper, Wishing Well, Crossroads. Whatever. I guess I'll name Wishing Well. Oh, okay. We do have another poet. Okay. Now we should do Crossroads, we do Poet. We should be able to name the last card down here successfully. That should be Copper. Okay. Through the displace. Excellent. Oh, we're almost out of actions. Oh, hell. Well, damn it. I think it's more important to get the bridge troll in play. Well, that was a poet. Oh! Why would that have been a poet? I'm confused. Okay. We're gonna need some diplomats, evidently. We could get several of them. We get 5 buys. We also get 1 more bridge troll. Go bridge troll and 3 diplomats? That would work. Oh, no, wait. No, it doesn't work. Well, it does, but we stay in debt. I mean, not 3 diplomats, but it works for us to take second one, anyway. Guess that's fine. I'll take another bridge troll. Well, hold on. Okay, we definitely want a diplomat. That much is clear. We could take another displace instead of the bridge troll. That doesn't have debt on it. And then 2 more diplomats. And then the question is, do we take one more thing that comes with some debt? And if so, what? I think the answer is probably no. Yeah, I think the answer is no. We'll just try to displace into bridge troll during our turn. And, well, I guess the thing is, if the bot doesn't take a bridge troll, then the debt will still be there. And we'll have just wasted a coin, essentially. Although not really, because we have to pay a coin for it. We could take a duchy. I don't really want a duchy too much, but it is, I mean, it is a decent displace target. Doesn't require getting all the bridge trolls into play. And we do have crossroads in the deck. It also puts debt on it, which makes it more annoying for the bot. Yeah, okay. Okay. Everything is drawable by Poet again, so start there. We're gonna need more actions before Displace can set up Diplomat, so I'll play Poet again, and again, and a Crossroads. That should do it. I guess the question is, do we want to play either of these Wishing Wells? Probably not. So will this do it? We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in hand. We displace Duchy, Copper. That removes 4 cards from our hand. Yeah, so maybe we do need to play the Wishing Wells. The goal of which... What is the goal? I don't know. Find more displaces. Maybe the diplomats are going to prove to have been a mistake. In which case, I suppose we can just displace them. I guess we could also displace the Duchy before we play the Crossroads, if we just don't want to draw the card. That's not unreasonable. Do we want to take a gold here? It does kind of make sense. It's like our easiest way to do it. And it means the bot has to take debt if it takes gold again. Don't play the sheepdog. Or 5. Yeah, we're still not getting there though. The problem. We could also play the sheepdog for Way of the Worm. That gets that out of our hand. One, two, three, four. Okay, so this will work. The problem being that we don't really want to do copper into it. Anything that we can get with that, which I didn't really think about. And if we draw a card... We could just play Wishing Well and try to find our other bridge troll. The odds of that are pretty poor. Could go into a silver. Or a cutthroat. No, we can't go into... sorry. No, we could go into a silver as a stepping stone towards the card we actually want. I don't want to sacrifice too much draw. I think I will do the silver line. Troll was right there. Oh, well. Alright. We've got 2 copper in Exile. We've got 4 copper left. We've got 2 Wishing Wells left. We've got some number of poets. How many poets do we have? 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one that we drew at the end. So 1 poet, another displace, another crossroads. I guess we're naming copper. What we really want to find here is displace. Huh. How about that? We want the actions here, we don't want to draw. Do we want to displace a state? Maybe. We do need, like, some money to pay off debt. We do have a gold and a silver now, for what that's worth. We are going to have this crossroads down there that's not going to do anything like the second crossroads, but Hmm. I think I'm going to displace the copper. Control. Wait a minute. No, wait, this isn't going to work. I miscounted. Ah. Wished successfully too many times. Hmm. Okay, well, we might as well just play the diplomat then. All right, what is... Oh my god. Insert it again. I don't know what's going on. So there's a copper and an estate and... Is there another poet? Yep. So we're not going to be able to play what we displace into, which is annoying. What we could do here is take 2 provinces. And then there's still debt on the province pile. Like, the action situation is clearly, like, not gonna get too much better. But at least now got the crossroads draw and all that. Actually, we could take an estate. It doesn't really guard against Way of the Worm stuff, of course. So I don't think it's worth it. This could be good if we find diplomats. Could be bad if we don't. How did the bot get back to its cutthroat? I thought... I guess it just keeps gaining golds? I don't know. Whatever. We didn't actually have the guaranteed poet draw this time with only 1 bridge troll in play, but got there. Alright, crossroads, bridge troll, diplomat. That's actions. What we really want to see now is more diplomats. You get a diplomat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd have to play the crossroads for nothing. It's not great. So maybe that's not the thing to name. How much copper do we have? 5. There's also a province and 2 estates. Oh my god! It's the Exile map that I can't look at? In case it's not obvious, I am pausing the recording. Oh, I can't even mouse over it! Yeah, I'm pausing the recording whenever it crashes. Nope, I can't look at the bots either. This is incredibly annoying. Okay, I guess I'll just name copper. Okay. Put the bridge troll into play. Three coppers. We still have a couple more. We also have a bunch more wishing wells, though. Only wishing well. Okay. Spell name copper. Okay. Diplomat. Yeah, you're not gonna... Well, wait. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're... Yeah. Okay. I would kind of like... Get another gold. Unfortunately, can't right now. We play this Crossroads. Definitely not. Playing any more actions this turn after that, and the displace. Again, the question is, do we displace Upper Estate? Right now, keeping the estates does look kind of appealing. It could even be correct to go copper 2 estate. Nah, that can't be. We could just take a cutthroat and then plan to displace that. And also, if we attack with it, like, that's, you know, fine. We have some displaces down there that we cannot play. We also do have a poet. I think... And a diplomat. I think we stop here. We take a province. I kind of wanted to take gold just to deny the bot. We could take the remaining estates and a gold. I think the estates in the deck isn't great, but on the other hand, it creates a serious pile-out threat for us. Oh, discard from Exile. Do we want to do that? Yes. Okay, so start with double poet. So our easiest line to victory is to empty the wishing wells. This diplomat is not going to... We have three coins. We could do, like, you know, province to wishing well, estate to wishing well. Do we already have a win? I'm still wishing well. Oh, no, because we're going to take the debt when we play the displace. Okay. Okay. So what we really want to see is a crossroads. Just... Okay. now what we want to see is money. But do we accomplish that by displacing, like, well, if we displace the green cards, then we could reduce our hand size, but we need to play the crossroads before we can play the second displace, and that's going to draw at least one card. And then we have hand size of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We reduce hand size by 4, 5, playing the crossroads, but then we get one back. So I think we can't actually activate the diplomat without like uselessly worming the sheepdog. Which probably means we probably still do that. The only thing we can do is go for duchies. Like, it's a little safer, maybe. Displace silver to duchy. I mean, we don't need much more money to empty the wishing wells, though. Yeah, I think we do estate, the wishing well. Okay, this is worm. Wait, does this work? We draw another card and we're at 6 cards. And then we displace 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We displace and we'll be at 4 cards. Yes, it does work. Okay. Okay, and now we need 2, 3, 4 coins after paying debt. Less 2, no wait, 5 coins. Less 2 if we, no, 4 coins. I did the math right the first time. Less 2 if we find a bridge troll. Let's say we just did. All right, wishing well seems like a pretty good guess. Poet seems like an equally good guess. Let's say poet. The freaking cutthroat. That's not what I wanted. We're 1 coin short. I don't think there's any reason to lower, though. Well, okay, the reason is because we have all 3 of the bridge trolls in play now. We make it easier for the bot to pile out if it somehow could. I really doubt it can. I really doubt it can. But is it... Yeah, it is probably better to just go ahead and lower the pile. Given that there's just like no way. Oh, I guess maybe it was just closer than I thought. The bot would have needed 2 duchies and the wishing well. I mean, realistically, I still say there's no way. How much copper did we see last turn? Not much, right? 1. Or... oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, we've already won, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. I guess we do gold to province. Buy the wishing well. And that's it. Can't do anything with the rest of this money. Okay, yeah, that I probably should not have in fact lowered the wishing wells there. That board was definitely more awkward than I thought. I thought I would have a better ability to do diplomat stuff, to get plus actions, but it's just like you have to play draw to find the cards that reduce your hand size to activate the diplomat. It just doesn't really work very well. So really, the number of actions you're playing with, and this is why I stopped taking bridge trolls, is the 3 or the the +2 net actions from Crossroads and the +1 net action from starting with a card like Poet, which is only 4 terminal actions. It also means I took too many displaces, arguably, although it wasn't like I was drawing my deck all the time, so you know there was some merit to that. But probably I should have. I know there were debt-related reasons that I took the 3rd displace rather than a 4th bridge troll, but it would have been better to have a 4th bridge troll and 2 displaces, I think. Probably. I don't know, displace is better at activating diplomat. And I did activate a diplomat, you know, most of the time. So maybe it would be more accurate to say 5 terminal actions. But yeah. Finicky stuff. I mean, I did say up front it would be awkward. I just think it was even more awkward than I thought it would be. But the bots did not go for bridge troll stuff at all. It did invest in draw with the poets, but the poet isn't nearly as good draw if you don't play with bridge troll. There's a lot of cards in the deck it's not drawing, perhaps most importantly itself. So like I only had 4 poets, but they were way more reliable. I would have happily taken more, obviously. And maybe, yeah, I mean, I don't know. There were all those turns where I took like double wishing well instead of single poet, where it's not clear that I shouldn't have just taken a poet. But yeah, the cutthroat loot stuff I don't really believe in. It's just, I don't know. You like end up taking debt from the loot pile, and you can potentially take like need to take debt from, you know, gold or merchant ship to get the cutthroat back, and like it does in theory combine well with displace, but it's just I don't know. I think the bridge troll stuff, even with the limitations it had, looks better, and indeed played better. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.